Hi, and welcome to Life Starts at Retirement. And I'm so excited for this video. If you've watched my channel, you know that I produce a retirement lifestyle video every Monday. And on the first Monday of the month, I produce a Money Minute Monday video where I share with you a money tip in 10 minutes or less. And today is the first Monday of the month, and I have 5 of the most common money mistakes retirees make. Now, just to clarify, I'm not talking about from an investment perspective, not the 5 mistakes that investors make or anything like that, but from an overall retirement perspective. So let's begin. Before I start, I want to say I am not a financial planner. This is not financial advice. I am just really a frustrated Canadian that struggled with the tons and tons and tons of information out there for retirees, and so I decided to do something about it. So in no particular order, number 1, over saving or maybe fear of spending, not enjoying what we've saved, no matter what you call it. This is exactly where I am right now in my retirement. I'm pretty sure if you look in the dictionary for the phrase, "Are you scared to spend in your retirement?" you'll see a picture of me. I've always been the saver, the one that said no, the one that worried, the one that paid the bills. And this feeling of being in control seems to be even more pronounced in retirement, unfortunately. And so I'm torn. Logically, I know we have enough for our retirement. We've done the planning and I know where we are. Logically, I know we can live just fine. And I've said this before though, when I take out money from our RRSP, I almost feel sick to my stomach spending it. And yet logically, I know this is why we saved all those years, but emotionally, I still struggle with this. So what I've had to do, actually what I still do, is I think about the big picture and what we want to do before we're not able to do it any longer. Time moves fast, and if we want to experience the things we've said we want to, why we've saved, if we want to go to the places that we had planned to go to, I need to take a deep breath and just do it. Now, I hear over and over and over again in my conversations, particularly with the elderly retirees that are not able to travel anymore, that are not able to do any much, they're in their no-go phase, that they wish they would have traveled, seen more, done more, spent more, experienced more, whatever that looks like, they wished they would have. And I don't want to be one of those people. And I'm urging you as well to not be one of those people. So plan to spend and enjoy your life to the fullest. Make your retirement remarkable. Number 2, debt. What if I have a mortgage? Should I have any debt when I retire? From the time that I was young and first was thinking of planning for retirement sometime in the far, far future, it was drilled into my head. Save 10% of your income and pay off your debts before you retire. But now that I'm here, I honestly am a little disillusioned. I still think that saving 10% of your income was correct, although I don't think that where and how most people invested is right, but that's for another video. But the debt, there's not one size fits all for retirement, let alone like life. So you need to do what's best for you. Of course, we all would love to be debt-free with millions and millions in retirement savings, but that's not what most often is in real life. So what about debt? Well, approximately 40% of the people in the US at 65 still have a mortgage, almost 40%. And that figure, honestly, is slowly rising. And then there'll be big purchases that you need to purchase while you're retired, possibly a new vehicle, a roof on your house. Who knows what may come up? So there are big purchases. So is debt-free really during your retirement as possible or as bad as they say? Again, there's no right or wrong answer for every single person on the planet. Now, I've seen many, many people struggle in retirement because of debt. So I guess my thoughts are, if at all possible, pay off your debt first, of course. But if not possible to pay it all, take analyze what you have that's owing and pay off your high interest stuff first, your high payment stuff first, and then keep on moving down the line so you can pay off as much as possible and go into retirement with as little debt as possible. Number 3, income taxes, my least favorite subject. As an employee, I really didn't give much thought to income taxes. It came off my paycheck automatically. I'd file my income taxes once a year and hopefully get a bit of a refund. But when I became self-employed, I learned quickly that I really needed to take a much more active role in planning for income taxes. And now, as I enter my retirement, I realize, much to my dismay, that I still need to take an active role in planning and strategizing for income taxes. So let's take a peek here at the strategizing part. There are quite a few ways to minimize, or a little bit minimize, your tax burden in retirement. And I encourage you to really understand them all and use them all. So from income splitting to using your tax-free savings accounts to planning which account to pull from at what time, when to take your Social Security or CPP. Now, I have a video on income splitting that I'm going to put in the comments, but there are so many other outstanding videos out there on channels that really just focus on financial planning that should be able to help you. And of course, if you're working with your financial planner, they should be able to help you too. But remember my number one rule about working with financial planners. I won't work with anyone that won't let me see their own portfolio. I want to see that they are actually making money and investing and doing well. So if they won't share their portfolio with me, I will not work with them. And now, now for a bit about planning for taxes. Now, depending upon your situation, when you retire, you may have multiple streams of income. And each stream probably withholds income taxes differently. You might have a pension, CPP, OAS, Social Security, a LIRA, a RIF, an IRA. Any of those, maybe some rental income, maybe a part-time job or a small business income. And each one handles taxes differently. Some have withholding taxes, some don't. For example, if you're taking out the minimum from your RIF, there's no withholding taxes. Depending on the size of your pension, they may only withhold a small amount of income taxes. And you can have income taxes taken off of your CPP and OAS, but typically it's not a lot. And then depending on your final income from all sources combined, it may not be enough. So you may owe taxes when you file in the spring. My best advice, and remember, I'm not a financial planner, is to keep track of all of the sources of your income and keep track of how much taxes have been taken off so that you're prepared when tax time comes around and you aren't hit with a big tax bill you weren't expecting. Number 4, healthcare. In Canada, we are lucky because we have government-funded healthcare. Now, I put the word lucky in quotes because it isn't all as great as it seems. Right now in Canada, we have a huge healthcare crisis. Many people are unable to find a family doctor. Most hospital ER waiting times are hours and hours. Many people wait months just to get an MRI or any other type of a test, and a lot of our surgeries have long wait times. You know, a really good friend of ours waited over 18 months for shoulder replacement surgery. So yes, although we do have publicly funded healthcare, it does have its challenges. But for the most part, you can get your healthcare taken care of in Canada. The Canadian government's mandate is that they fund 70% of the healthcare needs of people, and the private sector covers the other 30%, which is prescriptions, eye care, and dental care. So there are a number of insurance companies that have great healthcare plans for retirees, including Blue Cross, Manulife, and I believe Sun Life. But also remember, if you're planning to retire soon from your job and you have health insurance now, typically the company that you are with for your health insurance will continue to insure you without a medical if you continue with them after your retirement. You just need to check it out. And number 5, how do I word this? When to take money out and where to take it from. So really no plan or no set plan. And this is one I see all the time, over and over and over again. I get it. When do I take my Social Security or CPP? When should I convert my RRSP to a RIF? Which is the best account to pull from funds from, and when? again, they just don't seem to have a plan. And then what I've seen, this trend lately, to make it even more interesting, I've seen so many new retirees do what I call BYOB. Now, typically, I'm all for BYOB, but this BYOB means bring your own books. They've decided now, because they're newly retired and they have time on their hands that they want to read up on and study investing themselves, to take over their own plan. So I highly encourage you, though, to have a clear plan no matter how you get it. Don't go into retirement without a great plan, without the knowledge about what works best for you in your scenario. It can be so confusing to learn all of this, which is one of the reasons I started this channel to begin with. So please get the professional help that you need. So in my opinion, those are the 5 retirement money mistakes I hear all the time. If you're comfortable sharing any mistakes either you have made or seen, I'd love to hear them. And then anything you have done to overcome some of those mistakes. We all need to stick together and learn from one another. I'm Maureen Dobransky. This is Life Starts at Retirement. Please consider joining our Facebook group. It is growing now at facebook.com/groups/Life Starts at Retirement. And I look forward to seeing you next Monday.